Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we're going to go ahead and take a load from Nogales up to Columbus, Nebraska. This is an urgent delivery and a high value cargo. So we've got a very limited amount of time to get it there. And we should be able to get it there in a reasonable amount of time. It's only 2,600 miles, or 2,600 miles, good lord. It's only 1,300, give or take a few. So we'll go ahead and get that. We'll get this rolling here real quick. If there's any issues with sound on this episode, I am currently testing out a new mic that has audio monitoring capabilities with it, which I have not previously had. So I don't know how this mic is going to work. By the time you're seeing, gotta remember what I'm doing here. By the time you're seeing this video, I will have gotten this all sorted out. But just so you guys are aware, that's what's going on with this episode in specific. So we'll see what happens. That's the load we want. And we're going to take that job. And continue on down to where we need to pick it up. Yeah, like I said, I'm still messing around with this setup, so bear with me. This is probably not going to be the best opening video that we've had on this series or on this channel, but there are things that I need to do to make things better, and that is one of them, is upgrading the mic and the purchase of a new headset because the other one had a broken wire. Well, go again with the crappy backing up. I'm going to readjust my seat after I get hooked up to this trailer. I think that's part of the problem. That and the fact that I haven't played this game in about a week. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go into our map here in a second. I'm going to readjust my seat and we'll go into the map, plan our route. Okay, so where can we get scaled out? Can we do that anywhere down here? No. Outstanding. The closest place we can is after a weight station. So it does not look like we're going to really need to scale out this load. We are going to plan for, let's see, what have we got on our time here? Yeah, we got a couple hours on it already. Let's go in. I think we could probably make it to Tucumcari before we have to shut down. So we'll plan for this truck stop here. We've been here a couple of times already. And that should get us, yeah, that should get us pretty decently down the way. If you guys hear, and I just heard it kick off, this is why I'm saying something. If you guys hear a fan going in the background at any point during this video, that is my space heater. Currently, I've got to have a space heater running because it gets really cold in my room, where I've got my computer, and particularly in the winter. And even though I've got the heater going, or the actual house heat going, I don't have the option of increasing the increasing the temperature to a level that would let it be comfortable for me in my in where my computer is. And the reason for that is that the insulation in this house is really poor. There we go. Do our brights. Yep, okay. Oops. Check, see if we got any traffic. And we don't. Good. And watch us get hit. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have turned out that soon. Damn. Oh, well. We're just going to have to do this. Because we've got to watch. We had to watch for that fire hydrant. Come on, thank you. We're going to have issues with this trailer today, I think. See if we can make it around this corner. Alrighty. So we are rolling and crawling up this hill, but we'll make it. It'll be alright. And maybe they'll let us out. But yeah, we're testing out new equipment here today, so my attention might be a little bit more divided than it otherwise would be. As far as that goes, I'm in the process of building up the stockpile of the ATS videos. So this one is, I think it's one of 2 recordings I'm going to do today. It's going to be one of the last 3 recording sessions I do on this series for a couple of weeks. I'm going to start focusing on possibly yeah, recording the more Railroads videos and the next BioShock series. So what I'm noticing first off with this new setup, and like I said, it's going to be one of those deals where I have to just keep adjusting things, is that the in-game volume is extremely loud for me. I don't know how it's going to be for you guys, but for me it's extremely loud right now. So with that in mind, after we get slowed down here for this curve and get through this curve, I'm going to pause and shit. I damn near missed that one. Once we get through all this, I will be pausing and turning down the game volume. So let's go ahead and possibly do that now. Let's move out into traffic first. Okay. Oh, that's a little better. That's actually quite a bit better. Still not perfect by any manner or means, but it's better. So we are on our way, and we're going to make this. I'm going to try and get everything sorted out before we get too far into this video, and the next video should be okay. So I do apologize for that, right, first and foremost, but new equipment being what it is, and work scheduling being what it is, I really don't have a whole lot of time to fiddle around with the settings on these games or on the equipment before I start recording. Work scheduling, meaning these games. Like, this is something I consider work. As far as that goes, I'm kind of stalemated at the thanks to the weather, at any kind of outdoor activity for the moment. But I'm reasonably sure that'll change here within the next few days. Well, we got one storm. We got a storm. And I forgot to mute my phone. Oh well. Ain't that nice? We got a storm coming in this weekend. It's supposed to dump a couple inches of snow on the ground, but I genuinely don't think that it's going to happen. I mean, if it's anything like the last storm if it's anything like the last storm that they predicted, nothing's going to happen. We'll move over. He's going to take his sweet time. We're just going to go around him. I kind of wish that I had a eye tracker or a motion tracker for this game, because you guys would be able to see what I'm looking at as I'm looking at it. But finances being what they are, I'm probably not going to be able to get one for at least another year. Considering they cost about 3/4 of a monthly paycheck for me, and bills being what they are, I've got to have money to pay bills, so $500 is a little bit too much. Oh well. Oh, come on, dude, get around me. Jesus. You couldn't have took any longer to do that. Don't put your brakes on going uphill, moron. Just go. Well, if we're lucky, when we come up to this this weight station, we won't be too out of shape. We got until Sunday at 4 to get this delivered, and it's noon on Friday now, so I think we'll be all right. I think we will get pretty close to Tucumcari today. You know, you've been doing something long enough when you can tell that your setup feels off. Something doesn't feel quite right with my setup, but I don't know exactly what it is, whether it be the chair or the wheel or what. But it's not going to stop me from recording, and if it ends up being a bad recording, well, you guys are going to see it, so it is what it is. Now, I don't particularly like camping out in the left lane, but when I'm making ground on literally every car that's spawned in right now, that's in front of me, there's not really a whole lot that I can do about it. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and move back over. I know we've got a wait station coming up here somewhere, and I'd like to not get in trouble. Now, I have been through this portion of the desert, and where it shows those signs that say low visibility, zero visibility, they ain't kidding. If the wind picks up and dust starts blowing, you will definitely want to pull over. Yep, I figured. I figured as much. It's pretty obvious what I'm hauling, but these guys love to pull me in. So we'll pull in, do the whole rigmarole, and carry on. Never let it be said that a truck driver was ever not inconvenienced by a wait station. I'll tell you what, if regular drivers, you know, the everyday drivers were to go through some of the same stuff that truck drivers had to go through, they'd give up their damn license. They would either give up their license, or they'd run a mutiny on the country, because the amount of laws and regulations that truck drivers have to go through or have to follow, and the constant checks and evaluations that they have to go through, and screenings and all this good stuff. It's unbelievable. I mean, you've got to have your medical report, you've got to have a drug test, you've got to have permits and log books and all this good stuff just to drive one of these things. Not to mention the fact that you got to go through a 6-week training course just to get your basic license, your basic CDL, which is no endorsements, no you know, no special permits or anything like that. It's just your bare bones basic. If you want to get your endorsements, you got to pay for them yourself. You got to study for them. You got to take tests for them. And then every time you go to renew your license, if you want to keep those endorsements, you got to pass a test for them every time. Now, thankfully, you only have to do the driving test once, but given the way a lot of people drive these days, I think that ought to be a mandatory thing for renewing a license. You ought to have to take a driving test. I guarantee you there'd be a lot less stupid people on the road if they knew they were going to be tested every time they had to renew their license. They'd drive a lot better. Because a lot of people are only so smart, and I can almost guarantee you that they'd slip. And with some of the rules that they've got being, especially for truck drivers, being so dang draconian as the way they are, those drivers wouldn't get their license renewed. They'd be out of a job. I like to see something like that go for regular drivers too, but it'll never happen. As soon as we get around these two bozos, I hope. See, we're doing 65 and we're still passing them even though we slowed down. I should tell you something. I just hope we can get around him soon. There we go. Because the guy in front of him had to slow down. Okay, so it seems like everything in regards to the new equipment is kind of gelled out. I'm kind of okay with where everything's at. I can hear myself all right. And the whole reason I keep saying that, you know, I can't hear myself is it's so much easier to be able to know what you're saying if you can actually hear what you're saying. And with my last mic, I didn't have that option. I had to have the headphones plugged into the speakers, and from there I would have to wear them half off. You know, they're around the ear headphones, and I had to wear them, you know, half off of my ears so that I could hear what I was saying and didn't lose myself in the midst of the background noise. Whereas this, I've got my headset plugged directly into my I've got it plugged directly into my mic, so I can monitor what I'm saying, and the sound is still coming through my speaker, or my get in there, damn it. Well, wrong gear, but it works. The sound is still coming through my headphones, so that's a good thing. I was trying to go for 9th, ended up in 7th. You wouldn't be able to do that in a real truck. It'd scream at you for a long time. Now, why did I just have to make a U-turn? Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't. Yeah, that looked like a U-turn to me, but it wasn't. So, all right, off we go again. Come on, don't try and play this game with me. What's going on here? There we go. Come out of the pause menu and nothing seemed to work. Yeah, we're in Las Cruces. We should be pretty close to. Should be getting fairly close to Tucumcari, but still got a couple hours yet to go on it. But naturally, we've got 65 mile an hour, and I'm gonna miss my damn turn. We'll make it. We'll make it. That was kind of stupid, but we'll make it. Barely, but we made it. Let's try not to do any more of that, huh? 45, are you kidding me? Good Lord. Slower traffic, keep right. Yeah, no kidding. I'm going to be crawling up this hill. At least I'm going above the minimum, which is nice. We'll come over the top of this hill and be flying down. We're going to wait to reset our cruise control until we get back on somewhat level ground here. Inspection station, 1 mile. What do you bet I get pulled in? I'll be willing to bet I get pulled in. That's almost a given. Unless this is the one that's closed. Yep. It's closed. That's always nice. I think we passed these guys in the last episode. Oh, it would be nice if we could actually do better than what we're doing, but we're not. We're going to slow down. Doesn't it figure? We're going to slow way down because ultimately we've got to deal with these idiots. And traffic, or the lights. We get up there, as everybody decided to stop and then move forward. Okay, light, come on. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this is episode 15, 14 or 15. I think it's 15. And I'm going to go to 20. And then break recording for a few days. That'd be a week or two. And get some stuff built up in railroads. You stupid son of a bitch. Right the fuck there, man. Good Lord. I have to wonder about the intelligence of people that turn out in front of trucks. No, you don't. They're just fucking stupid. Good God. Get in there, you son of a bitch. Thank you. And we're back down to 45. mercy. Yeah, you gotta love stupid people. Let's just turn right out in front of the vehicle. That's right there, right in front of us. Must have been on his phone. Oh man. Yeah, so far I'm liking this new mic, but we'll find out how how well it works. I'm not gonna stop using it unless it actually just doesn't work at all, but I think it'll be all right. In gear, thank you. And we're gonna be stuck doing 45 through here. Right lane ends. Okay, well, guess I'm gonna piss off a four-wheeler. I'm gonna move back over. He thought he was gonna get around me. Oh well. Alrighty. 55. Let's see if we can make some damn time. $65. Thank you. Okay, if I can hear it, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it a little better, but that's that 6th position not wanting to go into gear. Got Speed Racer over here. Now watch, he's going to slow down up here. Put his brakes on in front of us. Now, dang it. Doesn't look like it damaged the load, so that's good. It kind of concerns me when I get damage on the truck as to whether or not the load has been damaged as well, but it doesn't look like it has been, so that's a good thing. Well, we're gonna make it to Tucumcari. Where can we pull in? Oops. Yeah, we ain't gonna make it to Tucumcari. That sucks. Oh well. It's on the wrong side. Let's shoot for this here, or this truck stop here instead. A little gas station with some truck parking. That's basically what it amounts to. And we'll take a snooze there. Call it good. Reduce speed ahead. From 65 to 45. Man, that should be illegal. Get in there. That really should be illegal. $65 to 45 to 30. Well, 45 to 30 isn't illegal, but 65 to 45 damn well should be. Because I guarantee you there's a state trooper out there waiting on somebody to blow through that 45 sign because they're trying to slow down. Or they just flat out don't see it. So we're going to go up to this next truck stop up here and take a rest. And we should be good to drive most, if not all, of the way to Nebraska from there. Don't quote me on that because we're not making any kind of friggin' time right now. Thank you. Get in gear, damn it. Yeah. Let's hope we can make it to this next truck stop. Be nice if we could. But we'll see. It's going to say we're doing a little bit over the speed limit. We are, but not by enough to really warrant getting pulled over. Maybe we'll be lucky because it only just the sleep icon only just turned red and we haven't got pinged for needing to pull over soon, so I think we'll be okay to get there. Yep, there's the first ping. And I think we're going to have to pass that one up because it's on the wrong side of the road. Jesus Christ. 65 to 35. You fucking kidding me? We're lucky we made that turn at all. Alright, that's a frickin' joke, but it's better than nothing. Alright, so we'll take a quick rest here. Now, I'm going to go back in, and we're going to clear out the one waypoint, and we're going to find a new one. So let's see. We're not going to get to our destination before we run out of time, so let's try that one. Nope, that's not going to work. It's too far. So we will, and I've done this before, we'll stop into there. Yeah, that'll work. We'll stop into the little rest stop there between Hayes and Salina. Now, I have actually stopped into that one before. It's not too bad a place. There's not really a whole lot going on, but it's not too bad of a place. It's just a couple of bathrooms and and whatnot. So, get rolling here. And we'll find a place to fuel up on our way, but we're going to try and put it off as long as we can. I mean, we've still got about a half a tank of fuel, so about 250 gallons, so that's not too bad. That should get us at least to Wichita. Well, we're not going to Wichita, but it should get us to that general area. Crop duster. Typically, when you pull off on some little side spit like that, it's an actual emergency. You don't really have any time left to go, and it's not the best thing in the world to do. It's not the best plan in the world to have. What the fuck, man? That was... Yeah, that's right. This is that weird spot. And we got to pull in to the weight station. Haha, called it before it happened. So we'll pull it in here. And get ourselves scaled up. Yeah. They're gonna do that every time, man. So we'll pull back out onto the highway and hopefully keep on a rolling. Apparently traffic doesn't stop in this direction, so we're gonna have to make something happen. Get in there. Thank you. Alrighty, so we are getting ready to get the hell out of town here. Oh, that's a yellow light. Okay, we don't have to stop. Good. Now, in all honesty, I haven't given this game too much of a I haven't given what I plan to do in this game too much of a thought in the 3 days that it's been since my last recording for it. But I'm still considering getting a new truck on down the line. I want to have a couple of more drivers as well. So once we get that first loan paid off, we'll go in and we'll buy a couple of more trucks and hire a couple more drivers. And with any luck, we should be good to start really making some money in this game. But that's a ways on down the line yet. And here we go again with these massive frickin' slowdowns. Good thing I knew there was a stop coming up here anyway. Bright light. And we'll just leave it an 8 for a minute and hopefully get out of town and pick up some speed. This 35 mile an hour seems just a little bit slow. Nothing unusual, it's just, it seems a little slow. Come in right behind this guy. Stupid son of a bitch. Say, well, come in right behind you. That means you go, moron. $2,500 from our driver. And here I am running a load that's almost 10 times that. That's more than 10 times that. It's almost close to $100,000. I think it's a little bit more than 20. Oh, man. I'm not signaling for you to just hang there, dude. I'm gonna come over. Well, not now. People. Good Lord. You're gonna pull out in front of somebody, you need to get moving. probably need to remember to shut my, or to silence my phone when I do these recordings. I really don't think it matters because the notifications will just pop up on my computer anyway. Well, we're in Tucumcari, a little bit later than I expected, but we are there. Supposedly, we're going to be able to make it into our destination today, but I doubt it. I think we've still got more time than we can actually drive in before we get there. I'm up to the speed limit. Are we going to be able to do anything better than 45 soon? Would be nice. Well, that's better than 45. Still not making time, though. There we go. 65. That's better. Shift up at the top of this hill. Alrighty. Now watch, I just set my cruise control and we're going to have to stop right up here. What do you bet? We are going to have to start looking for some place to get fuel here before too long. But we will cross that bridge when we get to it. Like I said, I'm going to try and put it off as long as I can, because we've got to make this delivery on time. And naturally. Get in there. What do you bet it drops down to 30 up here? Wasn't surprised. It's close. I don't know about you, but I ain't gonna try and pull into that Aeron. I think we got a few more miles left in the tank before we need to do that. Okay, is there a particular reason why we're only doing 35 now? We are past the city. 45. Good. 55. Can we go for 65? There we go. And we're back in Texas. 70. Yes. Now we're probably not going to be in Texas for very long. As we're taking, looks like 454, one of the two, on up to Hays. But matter of fact, this is the same route almost exactly. If you're going to pull out in front of somebody, you need to get moving. Jesus Christ. This is almost exactly the same route that I took in the one instance where I was really glad to make it into Hays, because at that point I put 500 gallons in a tank that was only supposed to hold 500 gallons. So I was running on fumes when I got into where I was going. And I said Hays, I meant Hutch. But yeah, this is the same route almost to the T. Thank God the games, or the trains in this game, are not terribly long. US 87. Which one are we on? We're on 400. I could be wrong. Although I know where I'm at, I just don't know exactly what highway I'm on right now. Right lane ends. That figures. Well, hopefully we can do more than 50 and a 75 through here. Y'all remember episode 13, what a nightmare that was. Hey, this looks like the exact same train that just crossed our path. Now we're going to end up passing it. I guess that's proof that it's not a short spawn. it spawns in right in front of you and then despawns once it gets at a certain point past you. Anymore, I see those reduced speed limit signs, I immediately start up the engine brake. It's just it's one of those deals where you kind of expect it anymore. Yeah, I stopped. I think with the next load, I'm going to see what I can do about getting somewhere down near Louisiana. That'd be just a change of scenery. But it would be worth it to do. And reduce. Because we may be under the speed limit right now, but we're not going to be in a little bit. Well, that train's keeping up with us, isn't it? Yeah, we're in Guymon, which is just right over the Kansas state border from in Oklahoma, so I think we'll probably make Hays before we have to fuel up. Whoa, mule. Ah, shit. Well, y'all saw it. I'm not cutting it. Oh well, it happens. Yeah. Think we'll just change our plan here. And we'll pull in here. That's a little bit further. Okay, so like I said, y'all are gonna see me make mistakes in this game, and rear-ending this truck was one of them. Apparently he didn't give too much of a fuck because he just moved on. Still didn't damage the load, that's good. Sometime today, light. Here we go. Get in gear. Yeah, something about this game that I've noticed is that, in all honesty, it is much more difficult to drive uh, in this game than it is in real life. Like, everything moves so much faster in this game in terms of reaction time and shifting gears and all of that good stuff. Everything seems to move just so much faster. So for me, this is actually a lot more difficult than driving in real life. But not everybody's going to feel the same way. Let's see, I think I've mentioned it at least once, but I used to be I used to be a professional truck driver. And while this game is accurate to a decent degree, it is there's a lot that's not super accurate. And I think one of those things, I think the majority of what I'm having difficulty with is the compression, because the map is 1/20th scale, so everything's compressed down and everything's just it moves a lot faster. So I think that's a big reason why I have so much more difficulty in this game than I do in real life. But a good part of it also is just the fact that I'm not good at video games, and I accept that. Oh, come on. Just get my cruise control set for 70 and they start dropping it down. This is what I was talking about. Hey, there's that truck we rear-ended. Want to do it again? Not really. Oh, I used to have a truck, that one sitting over there in the gas station. I used to have a truck that looked like that. Same paint job and everything. 1990 Dodge D150. And I'll tell you what, that thing, when it was running, it was something else. I that was one of the two vehicles I had to drive when I was learning how to drive as a teenager. And that truck had what I can only assume is a double overdrive. In an automatic, that means that it goes from it means that it drops 2 gears instead of instead of just the typical one, like a standard overdrive would. So it would drop 2 gears, and I'll tell you what, that sucker one night, this kid in a odd era Mustang, you know, the 2000s era, pulled up next to me, was trying to prove he was some hot shit. And when the light turned green, I took my foot off the brake, and I flat smoked him across the intersection. It was hilarious that it happened that way too, because there was a girl sitting in the passenger seat just laughing her ass off. So you know he wasn't getting any that night. I've more or less gotten to the point in my life where it's just not worth doing stuff like that anymore. Fun as hell, but just not worth it. And that truck, which I actually used to take it out storm chasing. Yeah, that figures. I used to take that truck out storm chasing. And I trusted that truck more than I trusted my co-drivers half the time. Try not to cause an accident in the weight scale. Yeah. Take this thing into the shop, get it fixed up, and they won't be bitching at me for it again. They'll still pull me in every time, but I'm coming out whether you like it or not, people. But yeah, that old truck was something else, and last year I finally managed to sell what was left of it. And I say that like I've been parting it out for a while, but I hadn't. I had full total intention of restoring that truck, and I just ran out of time, ran out of money, and couldn't keep it running. But what can you do? We might actually be able to do something above 50 soon. Of course, we're back to the point where everybody's putting their brakes on for some damn reason. $40 and a 65. This is nice, isn't it? It's no reason at all for this. None whatsoever. And as soon as we get over 55, this guy's going to put his damn brakes on again. Be surprised if we can actually get around these people. But we don't need to, because now we're doing the speed limit. Wonder if he'll slow down again. Oh, forgive my lack of commentary right now. I'm not really sure what all to talk about. This is just kind of a thing. Here we go again. .40 and a 65. Now that makes perfect sense. We are going to try to go around this joker, but I don't think we're going to make it. Nope. There's not even any point in getting over. Dude, you do not have to slow down for that. I swear, this guy must work for Werner. Can't do the speed limits, got to slow down to damn near a stop, change lanes. Sounds like a Werner driver. I'd say he's a Swift driver, but he's not off on the side of the damn road. Which way is it coming from? That's cute. What? Yeah, that figures. Jesus. Apparently I didn't make it quite to the hitbox. Yeah, about every time I say this, I get proven wrong, but it looks like we're driving into something of a storm. That's something I'd like to see more of in this game is different weather. And I don't know if that's a setting that I need to switch or what. But I would like to see more snow up in the north and more variable weather. But I don't know if that's even something that can be done in this game or not. I haven't played this game long enough to know. But it would be cool. It would be cool to drive through the snow in this game, see how it works in comparison to my own experiences. Hensley, Kansas. I've only ever been through here, driving through. I've never stopped, except for stop signs, stop lights, but you know what I mean. Okay. 5 will get you 10, we get hit. That's going to be a running theme of this. Oh, I'm running out of fuel now, huh? Well, I suppose we'd better find a place to get fuel. Assuming we don't get stopped by another train. We'll be alright for a little bit. Well, watch it be art imitating life, and I end up getting into the truck stop right as we need the fuel the worst. Jesus Christ. Yep, we're definitely in Kansas. And I'm going to roll up to the stop sign. I'm going to see where we're at in terms of distance from that truck stop. And we got a little ways. And we'll go up here. We'll call that good, and much as I want to keep going, we'll call that good. Well, he just ran right on through that stop sign, didn't he? I can definitely tell you what, the AI traffic in this game is definitely not safe. They don't drive safe at all. I've seen safer drivers on a NASCAR circuit. In the middle of a wreck. Well, with any luck, we'll get to Hayes and not be out of fuel. Made it quite a ways before we ended up getting pinged for fuel, so I'm kind of surprised on that. Give him a little room. Hopefully we don't run out of fuel. I'm sitting here looking at that fuel gauge and it looks like it's almost empty. But we've usually been pretty lucky about that. This might be the episode where we actually run out of fuel. Call it poor planning, huh? Alrighty. Well, we're going to move over into this far lane. Of course we get stopped by a train. Coming from the oil fields. That's not one you want to mess with. Well, I guess it's a good thing we're stopping in Hayes rather than trying to carry on to that other truck stop. Oh, mercy. These lights cannot cooperate with me to save my life. Hit every red light. We're going to run out of fuel before we get there if we keep hitting these red lights. I'll almost be willing to bet you. There's another red light. At least we're not going to be waiting at this one for an hour or two while it changes through all the traffic. Well, let's see if he can keep it in his lane. I know I'm not going to. I don't even try. I don't try because whoever invented traffic circles didn't stop to think about the fact that big trucks would be using them. And the people that say, "Oh, that looks nice," they didn't think about it either. So we'll pull in here. Oh, frick. Well, so much for that idea. I guess we're going over here to the truck stop, or the Volvo dealer. Go over there to the Volvo dealer and fine, I won't. In here to the Volvo dealer and get some sleep. leave in the morning. Fuel up on our way out. Kind of ridiculous, you know. They don't have any kind of indicator that those are not truck stops. None whatsoever. And then you go to pull into them and you find out that they're not truck stops, and it's like, dang it, I needed that to be a truck stop. Guess that's as far as we can go. We ain't gonna get it. God damn it. You would think. You would think. I'm about half tempted to say screw it and just go on down to that truck stop. In fact, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna keep fucking around with this. That's beyond ridiculous. Well, so signal in the wrong direction. Helps if I don't try and go in 6th gear. We're gonna pull in there and get some fuel. I gotta go around the world to do it, but I'll pull in there. It's kind of ridiculous, you know. They fucking make these. Now, can we get fuel? It would be nice if we could. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, we are back. And that was about 300 gallons worth. Helps if I'm in gear, doesn't it? Alright, let's get to this truck stop shut down. That's frickin' stupid. Yeah. I know it. We're going someplace where we can get shut down. Just chill. Of course, this cop's not going to be too happy with us. Yes, I did see that SUV, and that's their problem. I was in the roundabout. They should have waited. hopefully we can get shut down here pretty quick. Yet again, my phone goes off. At least that one is the self-silence that I've got set. Helps if I shift, don't it? And we'll get to our closest spot to stop. It'll probably be that rest stop that we were going to pull into originally. But we'll find out. Yep, that's what it's going to be. Now they don't specifically look like this. Not all of them anyway. All right. Hey, he actually made a longer drive. Get in there. Now, we should be able to make the last part of this journey fairly quickly. And that'll be it for this episode, but yeah, this was not the greatest episode in the world, and I do apologize for that. Like I said, I want to go into someplace a little bit different than what we were going in. Just back and forth through Kansas. I'd rather go through, go up north and west, or down to the south. Thank you. Fucking shift, you piece of junk. So yeah, with our next load, we're going to see what we can do about getting a load out. Maybe if we're lucky to Louisiana. If not, hopefully back out west. But we'll see when that time comes. For now, we're going to take the Cloverleaf and head north. Right after I get my damn cruise controls set. Naturally. Get the fuck in there. pop my ears here real quick. Freeway ends. Yep, that seems about right. Guy right next to us. Sure as I'm getting ready to pass him now, this camper's gonna speed up to match our speed. Well, what do you know? Well, we will at least make this delivery on time, which is a good thing. A lot I could have done a lot I could have done better, but it is what it is at this point. I wonder if the one on this side of the road is going to be closed. Damn, dude. Frickin' turn. Now, I am pretty sure, and I've driven 81 a lot. See, 81 goes right by my house, so I drive it quite frequently. And even when I'm traveling, I'll drive it. 81, there's not very many stretches that are 50 mile an hour. Yeah, there's very few places along 81 north of Wichita that are 70 or lower. Yeah, you waited too long, dude. Take 81 all the way up to York, and that's actually not a half bad truck stop up there. I've been into it once or twice. I pass by it most of the time. But I only pass by it because I can't afford to stop. Probably not going to be modeled in this, but they got a water tower at their truck stop. It's the last I saw it, it was rainbow striped, but it could have been repainted by now. Daylight. Oh man, tired. I am personally tired. It's been a long day. Not even really a long day of doing much of anything. Just long in general. There's that water tower I was talking about. And like I said, if it hasn't been already, it's kind of a rainbow paint, which that looks pretty accurate. I mean, it's not exactly rainbow. It's red, yellow, green. But yeah. That Cadillac just a little further forward. But yeah, it's accurate. Red, yellow, green, blue. It's accurate. At least for the last time I saw it. I think they might have repainted it since then, but I don't know. Been a long time since I went by it. 5 or 6 years now. Yeah, we got another 50 miles to go. It's not bad. For an urgent delivery, I figured we'd be a little bit later than we are. Have a little less time than we did. And I did it again. God damn it. I guess I need to turn the sensitivity of that brake back up. Oh, dude, thank you. Turn it back up to like 30. I think I've got it at 25. Get in gear. God damn it. Well, I know what the title of this episode's gonna be. Trucker's Revenge. Not really. I mean, it might be, you know. If I can't think of a better title than that by the by the time this video goes up. Yeah, I think I need to turn that. I think I need to just turn the sensitivity on the brake up just a little bit further. Get in gear. God damn it, that 6th position pisses me off. And am I glad we're turning up here. We don't have to worry about all this frickin' traffic. Just most of it. That's one of those deals where I'm coming out whether you like it or not, dude. You could have moved over. We got about 10 miles left. Hopefully we start to see it on the map there, on the GPS. There it is. Now you see videos like this, you see my videos that are like this, and you gotta ask yourself, well, why did he quit driving a truck? It wasn't because my driving sucked, it was because I didn't agree with the... And that's all in the world it was, I didn't agree with the industry. The only incident I ever had driving a truck was falling asleep at the wheel. And that was the only one that I should have been able to prevent. The only other major incident that I had... Yeah, fuck off. The only other major incident that I had was hitting a deer. I can't help it. Damn thing walked right out in front of me. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the brake sensitivity back up a little bit, because that was not happening earlier. Alrighty, let's get it right around in here. Yeah, we want it. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go around. We're gonna go around the lot since we can't make that turn. Get a nice smooth lot here. Son of a buck. You kidding me? Oh, I just didn't turn tight enough. Okay. That'll be fine. There we go. I knew it. I thought it went all the way around. Yeah, where do they want to put it? Right there. Alright. That'll be alright. We'll do this. If we can. It's tight, but I think we can make it. It's tight, but I think we could probably make it. We may not be able to, but we'll see. Thank God for no noses, huh? Yep, that didn't fucking work. God damn it. Thank God for no noses. Doubt if we can get it cranked around there. Preferably without hitting that other trailer. preferably without hitting it. Oh, we're close. Too close. So we're going to do this. See if that'll help. And it should. We just take little stabs at it as we can. There we go. Yep. That'll work. A little bit more difficult than it needed to be, but it'll work. Now we just got to get the truck around. Preferably without hitting anything. Over a little bit. And we should be golden. Just like that. Oop. Not mean to zoom like that. My hand hit the button. Alright. There we go. And with that, that's going to be the end of the episode. So, if you guys enjoyed what you saw today, feel free to leave a like and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And if you guys were a professional like I used to be, after seeing this video, you might not want to admit that. No, if you guys were a professional like I used to be, leave a comment. Tell me some of your stories. I'd love to hear them. If you want to support the channel, you can subscribe here on YouTube, or you can head on over to Patreon. You'll see the address somewhere up on screen. For just $3 a month, you can get all of the unedited footage from this episode and every video that I post here on YouTube. But for now, I want to say thank you again, and I will see you on the next one.